Hi everybody, this is Gijs again and I hope you are doing well. I don't know if you've seen it, but 2 days ago my wife Joukje and I moved to Sweden to our new house. It's not totally the whole story, of course, but I will tell you this in a moment. The house, it is a very traditional Swedish house and it originates from the early 1700s. Not the whole house, but the heart of the house. That's an old log cabin that you can see inside, and everything has been built or developed around that log cabin. And the log cabin, it's called a bakstugan. I don't know if my Swedish pronunciation is totally correct, but the bakstugan, that was basically, or you can translate this as the house for poor people, elderly people, that most of the time has been built on a piece of land that they did not own. They were just allowed to live there. And it's mostly also built on the most rotten part in the countryside. And in this case, and the owner explained this to me, in this case, it is a very rocky part. And yes, I've been walking around already. There's rocks everywhere on this hill. So it's hard to build a house here, apparently. Now, the story of the house itself, how we got it. My wife, she had a trainee at her work a couple of years ago. That trainee has a friend, the owner of this house. And that friend had somebody to take care of her house and her cat when she went to Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan. Not sure about those two, I think it's Kazakhstan. For 2 weeks of environmental stuff for her work and 1 week of holiday. And there was one person who was going to take care of the house and also of the cat inside, but that one was not able to come because that one had a dog, and cats and dogs, they don't go well together. Now we have got cats, so the trainee asked my wife, would you like to go to Sweden for 3 weeks and take care of a house and a cat? My wife asked me and I was like, hell yes, I like Sweden, so why not? So that's how we ended up here in Sweden. I'm not going to name where we are exactly because I can show you the house. I cannot tell you the place because the owner, of course, likes her privacy as well, because she is a single female and we need to take care of that privacy. Now, one of the things that I did not know at first, yes, there was a cat, but this cat, Blackie, he is 15 years old. And when cats get older, they get a little bit grumpy. Well, this one is not grumpy, I've noticed so far, but it's got a kidney problem, of course, because that's what happens when cats get older, and also a high blood pressure. So what we need to do is every day at 5 o'clock, he needs to get a pill. And for the rest, it's really a joy to take care of him. Now, let me walk you through the space itself, because it is it's nice, because we spend a lot of time in Sweden in the camper van, in tents, rooftop tents, and sometimes in houses, but not in a house for a longer period. So it's for us a really good way of experiencing Sweden in a different time of the year, because it is about -6 at the moment. It's pretty cold. The sun has been shining the whole day. It's almost dark in, I think, an hour. Now it's 2:30, I believe, something like that. So this is the house. That's the van that brought us here. And that's the outhouse. And in the outhouse, well, that's basically a Valhalla for birds, because there's a lot of bird feed in there, but also for mice and even some rats. Hey, countryside, isn't it? Now, and then we walk up here, up the hill. There's a little pond, which is of course frozen at the moment. The terrace when it's a little bit warmer. A greenhouse that's totally empty at the moment. And a vegetable garden with a fence around it, because, well, there are a lot of deer around here. We saw many already. A little bit of a sad story from yesterday I was doing some groceries and I drove back and the car in front of me put on his flashlights, her warning lights, and it was dark. When I approached the point where he put on his warning lights, there was a deer standing in the side of the road, but when I looked closer I also saw that there was a deer lying down in the ditch next to the road. And I drove home immediately because, well, of the cat, something needed to be done. Then I drove back because I did have a very awkward feeling about this couple of deers. And when I came there, I parked the car on the side of the road, put the flashlights on, and yes, the deer that was standing in near the road ran away. But the one in the ditch was lying there looking at me, but not apparently able to move. So I walked to a house, talked to the owner, we called the police. The police called the local hunting guy. A pickup truck came, the guy stepped out and he asked me where the deer was. That's where the deer is. He took his revolver, put the bullets in the deer's brain, and that's it. And that was, I know, it happens, but it's still something that I've never seen it like this before. I've seen people hunting with big rifles, but not with just a gun like they do in movies and put a bullet in a deer's brain. And I'm thankful because somebody hit the deer and it was not apparently visible, but when we took the deer out of the ditch, you could see that his legs on the back and the pelvis, well, it was in pieces basically. And that still gets me. So we put the deer on the back of the pickup. I've got this special baskets for this kind of stuff. And the hunter was grateful, also the police, that I called that in, because otherwise the deer might have had a lot of pain for a longer time. So, well, now let's go to the nicest things in life again. And let's have a look inside the house. Inside. Let me close the door. Now, what you will see is, of course, on the right side, there is the toilet thingy and shower. Not that interesting. That's where the stairs goes up. And this is probably where you will see when I told you it was a bakstugen. This is the original part of the building. Just a very small part, square, very old beams. And this is the part that is from the 1700s. So it is very, very old. Now, of course, over here we've got a very functional kitchen, and you will see that here is the Outin Mino that I'm reviewing at the moment. And what we have got here is the old stove that is still usable, but we don't do it because we have got the modern cooker, which is a little bit more environmentally friendly. What we absolutely like in Sweden is the Leksands. They are sort of crackers, absolutely good. And this is what we brought from the Netherlands, pepernoten, that we have with Sinterklaas. Biggest fridge that I've ever seen. And then from here we go to the basically the lounge area, with at this point of the day still a beautiful view. And what is nice that if, well, there's one already. I don't know if you can see this, but there is a bird sitting there, and there's a lot of stuff to feed the birds outside. And as you can see, the owner, she's got a lot of plants, and we have to take care of the plants all the time. And this one, this is a special light that when the days are without sun, we switch on the, or she asked us to switch on the light, So we have got, the plants got some more light. A terrarium that she's building for a gecko. And well, basically this is where I put all my stuff. The drone, I tried to shoot some drone images earlier today. It did not work because the batteries were absolutely freaking cold after being in the van the whole night, or the last 2 nights. And this is where it's all about. Say hello to Blackie. Hi Blackie. Blackie has a blanket. It's a heated blanket. And well, Blackie is a he. And Blackie is 15 years old and likes to be left alone a little bit. And now let's go upstairs. But we need to be a bit quiet because my wife is in the middle of a meeting. The bedroom, again, a lot of my stuff. And this is where my wife is. Now, let's go down again. Now, this is what I wanted to share with you guys about the house that I will be living in for the coming 3 weeks. My wife has to leave a little bit earlier because, well, she's got office things for work where she has to be at meetings. But for me, I am just hoping to have a good time here, take care of Blackie and all the plants, enjoy a little bit of the Swedish lifestyle, enjoying this very, very old building, and hopefully also enjoy some snow because it is cold outside. But there's no snow yet. But I spoke to somebody when I was trail running today, and he said that this night there will be snow. Fingers crossed. Enjoy the outdoors and stay safe. Ciao, ciao.